Angel Reese is legitimately bad at basketball, like god-awful. One of the worst coordinated players I've ever seen. Just throws shit up and prays. They're treating her like a make-a-wish.
Angel Reese, one of the most polarizing names in women's basketball. She went from NCAA champion to WNBA star, but her debut in the unrivaled basketball league has sparked controversy like never before. And now, her own coach, Nola Henry, has made the shocking decision to bench her when the team needed her most. Tonight, we uncover how Angel Reese went from the face of the future to fighting for her place on the roster.
I guess those bikini pics and half-naked videos that Angel Reese puts on social media, I guess that's not translating on television into ratings. Strange.
In her very first unrivaled league game, Reese's weaknesses were brutally exposed. Shooting just 3 of 7 from the field, piling up 5 turnovers, and committing 4 fouls, she couldn't keep up with the game's pace. Despite grabbing 14 rebounds, her impact was overshadowed by sloppy defense and costly mistakes. And when the pressure mounted, coach Nola Henry had seen enough, pulling her from the game during the fourth quarter.
By the way, when she got benched, the comeback was on. What does that tell you?
Being benched is one thing, but being benched in your debut during crunch time is a message. Coach Henry later said, quote, "There are things Angel needs to clean up." The sub who replaced her, Stevens, scored just 6 points, but Henry trusted her hustle over Reese's inconsistency. For Reese, this wasn't just a tactical decision. It was public humiliation.
This dump of a league is an unrivaled success, when the reality is, it's an unrivaled, huge, embarrassing failure.
But this isn't the first time Angel Reese has made headlines for the wrong reasons. Back in college, her rivalry with Caitlin Clark became a national spectacle. From the infamous hand gesture in the 2023 NCAA Finals to social media spats that followed, Reese embraced the villain role. Add to that her viral bikini photos, half-naked videos on Instagram, and outspoken online persona, and you get a player who thrives on attention sometimes more than performance.
So Angel Reese was 3 of 7 from the field. Once again, cannot get to that 50% mark. 5 turnovers, 14 rebounds, 10 points, and a big, fat, juicy L. 79-73, her team lost the game.
No story about Angel Reese is complete without mentioning Caitlin Clark. Their feud has defined women's basketball over the past 2 years. Reese may have had the last laugh in 2023, but in the WNBA and now in Unrivaled, Clark's numbers, leadership, and rising fanbase are overshadowing Reese's struggles. While Clark breaks attendance records, Reese is fighting criticism that she's all hype, no substance.
What the hell that is. By the way, in case you're wondering, yes, Angel Reese is getting absolutely roasted. Her fans, though, her fans are out in droves. Seriously. They are celebrating this very mid that she actually made last night. They're trying to claim that this proves she's been in the gym. And congratulations, she hit a jump shot.
The media once hailed Angel Reese as a mainstream celebrity. But when her debut drew disappointing ratings and an ugly loss, critics piled on. One viral comment summed it up. She couldn't guard a park bench. Harsh words, but reflective of the growing backlash online. At the same time, Reese's fans remain loyal, celebrating even her smallest achievements and insisting she just needs time to adjust.
I thought Angel Reese was a mainstream celebrity. I mean, that's what the media keeps telling me, so how come Angel Reese consistently fails to draw ratings?
For Angel Reese, this is a turning point. If she adapts, learns, and commits to improving, she still has the talent to become a force. But if she continues to clash with coaches and underperform in big moments, she risks becoming a cautionary tale, an athlete remembered more for drama than dominance. Coach Henry's benching was more than strategy. It was a wake-up call.
Angel Reese is not the mainstream draw that she thinks she is.
Angel Reese entered the league as a superstar. But now, she's on the edge of being written off as overhyped. Will she silence the critics or prove them right? The next games in her career will determine her legacy. One thing's for sure, the basketball world is watching.
Rose, BC head coach, Nola Henry. I know she's a very smart lady. She knows what she's doing. I think, there are some things she needs to clean up.
Angel Reese, the self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie who stormed into the WNBA as one of the most hyped rookies of her generation, has just hit rock bottom. In a shocking turn of events, Rose BC head coach Nola Henry benched Reese during the most critical moments of a must-win game, and now, reports say her future with the team could be hanging by a thread. Fans are outraged, critics are piling on, and even her own supporters are questioning if Reese was nothing more than hype.
She's absolutely delivering on that double-double. That's right. Points, rebounds, and of course, losses.
In a game that was supposed to showcase Reese as Rose BC's centerpiece, everything fell apart. Despite posting 10 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists, Reese looked lost on the court. Her defensive lapses, turnovers, and missed layups forced Nola Henry to make the brutal decision benching her star in the fourth quarter. Rose BC collapsed, falling 79-73, while rival Ryan Howard put on a 33-point masterclass.
Reese finished with a Rose's team-high 14 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 4 fouls, shot just 3 of 7 from the field, 42%, got benched for most of the fourth quarter.
This isn't the first time Reese has been under fire. Since her college days at LSU, where she clashed with Caitlin Clark in the 2023 NCAA championship, Reese has been branded as both a rising superstar and a polarizing figure. From flaunting her confidence on social media, to feuds with media critics, to bold statements about being the face of women's basketball, Reese has always thrived in the spotlight. But in the WNBA, that spotlight is exposing her flaws. She's been accused of relying too heavily on outdated post moves, struggling with efficiency, and showing little adaptability in high-pressure moments.
Someone said she's a below-average passer. She's a terrible passer. But she's trying. You can see, her vision's there. You can see what passes she's trying to make, but she just didn't make them.
Coach Nola Henry's decision wasn't random. She runs a fast-paced, high-energy system, one that demands quick decisions and versatility. Reese, however, played like she was stuck in the past, bogging down the offense and leaving her teammates exposed on defense. As one analyst brutally put it, she was about as useful as a screen door on a submarine. The moment Henry pulled her star, the message was clear. No one is safe, not even Angel Reese.
She's really one of the few, maybe the only one I can tell that looks this way on the court, just like out of place playing a game they've been playing. It's weird.
After the loss, Reese took to X, posting an emotional message to her former coach Teresa Weatherspoon, the one figure she credits with believing in her. "You didn't deserve this, but I love you, Teaspoon," she wrote. But the irony? Weatherspoon was coaching on the other side. Her team Vinyl BC dominated Rose BC, handing Reese her worst humiliation yet. Fans saw it as poetic. The very coach Reese idolized was the mastermind behind her downfall.
By the way, she got benched in the fourth quarter. Pulled right out of this game.
This controversy isn't just about one bad game. It's about Angel Reese's entire narrative. Since clashing with Caitlin Clark, trading subtle jabs with critics, and becoming one of the most talked about rookies, Reese has lived at the center of attention. But as Clark continues to dominate headlines and ratings, Reese is being left behind. Media figures are already questioning if Reese will adapt, or if she'll become a cautionary tale of what happens when hype collides with harsh reality.
Turnovers, fouls. It was a disaster. Old for everything, as one person pointed out. In the fourth.
So, what's next for Angel Reese? Insiders say Henry is already reconsidering her starting role. If Reese doesn't evolve, she could be permanently benched, or worse, traded. And with rival stars like Caitlin Clark and Ryan Howard raising the standard for what true WNBA stars look like, Reese's margin for error is shrinking by the day. The bigger question, is Reese willing to change? Or will she double down on her brand while her on-court game continues to falter?
see it. Oh. And of course, Aaliyah Boston plays for the Indiana Fever. Boston, she didn't have a great game either, to be honest with you. She didn't. So, Angel Reese went to doing some bragging last night. Growth of what? Missed layups. Yeah. Her posting this, it backfired.
This isn't just about one loss. This is about Angel Reese's career trajectory. Can she prove she belongs in the pros? Or will she go down as one of the most overhyped busts in women's basketball history? Fans are split, the media is circling, and Nola Henry has made it clear, performance matters more than popularity.
Room issues.
You always have to deal with locker room issues. That's just part of coaching.